Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyani Nirakam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Mukam Karoti Vacharam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yadkripatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhinam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Kratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshini Bhagavati Ashtarashadhyayini Ambattvamanusandatami Bhagavati Devavadveshini. When we talk of meditation, there are various questions that come to mind as to what is meditation, what is the object of meditation, what is the goal of meditation, who is the one who is meditating, the seeker, what are the obstacles on the path of meditation, what are the various techniques or practices, and how we can overcome these obstacles also on the path. And one who overcomes and reaches the goal, what that person is like, how does he interact with the world, what is his or her vision like. All these are the various questions related to meditation. All questions have been answered. So the topic of meditation is over. So this chapter is completed. Then why did we come here today? Because Bhagwan, whatever he wanted to say, he finished saying. But Arjuna had some questions to ask. So here, when we read Arjuna's questions, specific choice of words by him, and the way he has presented his doubt, we understand the generosity of the entire lineage, the parampara, that it may be the Lord who is giving this knowledge, but still you can say, wait a minute, I don't think this is practical. It is possible. It is possible only in our culture. This type of question. And in all the scriptures, it's not just Bhagavad Gita. Even in the Upanishads, etc., everywhere we find that these questions are raised by the students, and freely, without any hesitation, without any fear, without any shame, nothing. So it is no feeling of that, no, I don't know what will the Guru think about me. Because the students know very well that the Guru knows more about me than I know myself. So there is no what will he think about me. So it doesn't really matter. There is no sense of embarrassment, there is no sense of hiding anything from the Guru. Whatever is there, I am able to express. And such boldness, fearlessness will come in a student only when the student is only directly intent on gaining the knowledge or knowing the truth. Otherwise, if you are good, okay. Thank you. You have finished what you want to say. So tomorrow you will never need to come. Thank you, Baba. Over. But if I really want to know the truth, Then if I feel that this what you are saying, I am not able to practice, I don't see myself practicing this. How is it possible? Or I can see that it can be done, but not by everyone. How can I do it? And how can I reap the benefit of it? So there is a sincerity and that real intent of wanting to practice this knowledge and transform one's life according to this knowledge. This is seen in the student. This sincerity is what is exhibited through these questions, and that generosity and compassion of the teacher also is seen when the student is given the space to be able to express himself. So here Arjuna is saying, we'll read the verses 33 and 34. Arjuna uvacha yoyam yogastvaya proktah samyena madhusudana etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram chanchalam hi manah Krishna pramathi balavat dridham tasyaham nigraham manye vayorivasu dushkaram. Arjuna uvacha. Now when Bhagavan completed his instruction, then Arjuna spoke. He raised a question. He said, hold on. Yaha ayam yogaha tvaya proktah. This matter about yoga means meditation, dhyana yoga, that you have just expounded, you have just talked about, explained to me. How Samyena, talking about equanimity not as a state of the mind, but the vision of that yogi is also seeing the same self everywhere. So equanimity as a state of mind is a preparatory step, and the final step is also Samya, means seeing the one in everything. So both these, so as a seeker also you need Samya, means equanimity, and as a Siddha, the one who has reached the goal, also has Samya, means the vision of oneness. So this yoga, this path of meditation that you have just expounded to me, Bhagavan, sorry to say, etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim. I don't see this happening. I don't see this to be any practical, suggestion. Okay? Student is freely able to say, and the teacher is none other than the Lord. But he is able to say. That is the honesty, that is the dedication to knowing the truth. And I want to question, I am not able to connect this to my life. It is not real life, it is too hypothetical. You are talking about something which I don't see its implementation at all. Etasyaham na pashyami sthitim sthiram. Etasya sthiram sthitim na pashyami. I am not able to see the mind sitting in one place. You started off your this journey only with the mind has to be calm, prashanta manasam. So where will I get that? That only is not possible. Why? Chanchalatvat. It is so very restless. It is so very fickle, constantly in some or the other agitation. Chanchalatva. Because of its restlessness, I don't see ever that something like this is possible. Because what are you asking me? Withdraw the mind from all its occupations, from all the
sense objects and invest it in the self and let it remain there. Where it is going to remain? I don't see it remaining anywhere. It is like you ask me to make a painting. So I say, okay, let me take a canvas, let me take the colors, and then I start my painting. You say, no, 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 not on the canvas. Then what? On the flowing river water. On that you make painting. How will I make painting? The water is constantly flowing. Even still waters, I can't make a painting. What to talk of flowing waters? So there is no canvas anywhere. It is flowing water means the mind is like that. The medium of the mind is like that. Chanchalatvat. So where there is sthirata, where there is steadiness, where there is stillness, and you're talking about this stillness, this steadiness, and this is the goal, and this is the, how? I don't see it happening. Chanchalatvat sthitim sthira. Acha. Not only that, what is this chanchalatva? What is this restlessness? So he is explaining that also. What he means by restlessness. Chanchalam hi manah Krishna. Hey Krishna, this mind is constantly restless. It is not steady at all. How is it? Pramathi. Huh? Pramathi comes from that word mathani, manthanam. Huh? So the churning, it is churning constantly, creating so much of turbulence. It itself is having so much of turbulence. There's a storm within me. Uh, Pramathi, balavat, it is very powerful. And dridham means it is so stubborn. Stubborn means it won't go easily. It doesn't get tired. It has so much of stamina. We feel for doing something good, the mind gets tired very easily. We sit down. I think half an hour would have passed. 10 seconds. Huh? Tired. Said, okay, next tomorrow we will do. Enough. We take up reading something. Not just scripture, any other reading also. We read for some time. Enough for today. Enough. We get tired. But doing something that is unhealthy, no exhaustion, no hunger also I forget. After some time, 2 hours gone. I don't realize. So the point is that this mind is constantly restless, and especially to apply here, it has such stamina. I don't know. When it has to be restless, it has a lot of stamina. When it has to be peaceful, it doesn't stay in one place for a long time. Pramathi, balavat, dridham. That's why Arjuna is again reiterating, Tasya aham nigraham manye. I consider controlling such a mind is equal to Vayo sudushkaram. It is so difficult, sudushkaram, like controlling a storm. If there is storm, you can't control it. You can't say that, okay, let me catch the storm, let me arrest the storm, let me stop the storm, let me, kind of spread it away. You can't do anything. It is there. You have to just let it be, let it pass. So why are you, and mind, the storm of the mind is worse than the external storm. Why? Because if there is a storm or a cyclone or something coming, what is it called, weather department and all, they give some warning that there is a cyclone coming on this path, it will go. So then based on the warning, I can evacuate, I can go away from there, all that I can save myself. If it is here, where will I go? The storm also, wherever I go, the storm is coming with me, and not only within me, it is spreading all around me also. So people start avoiding me, but then I want people, that time only I want more and more people. Come be with me. Why? I am in the storm. You also come. Vayor iva sudushkaram. It is so difficult to control and arrest like a storm. So I don't see this happening. I have my doubts here. So now very interesting. If we see the choice of words, Arjuna has used words for the mind and why he is feeling that is not true. This, when we understand these words or when we pay attention to these words, we feel we have greater respect for Arjuna as a student. Why? Because this itself is a proof that he has listened to Krishna attentively. Because the words he has used is from Krishna's vocabulary. What has he said? Now, few shlokas ahead, verse number 27 of this chapter only, of this sixth chapter only, verse number 27. What did Bhagavan, no, 26, sorry, verse number 26 of this chapter only. What did Bhagavan say? Yato. How should we practice this meditation? What should we do on the seat? As many times the mind may wander. So that time mind was qualified with two words. What is that? Yato nischarati manaha chanchalam asthiram. Can we see these two words in this? एतस्याहं न पश्यामि chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram. It cannot be sthira. Why? You only said it is asthira. Huh? And it is constantly restless. You only said chanchalam manah. That is why chanchalam hi manah Krishna. Acha. Not only this, he has also remembered. This is like just few shlokas before. So this we also may remember. But he has remembered from the beginning whatever Sri Krishna has instructed him. And therefore, if we go in the second chapter, when Bhagavan is talking about the Lakshanas of Sthita Prajna, there he is also talking about the mind. And there he has said, Yatato hyapi kaunteya purushasya vipaschitaha indriyani pramathini haranti prasabham manaha. It was said in the second chapter, towards the end of the second chapter. So there he said, Indriyani pramathini haranti prasamhamana. Pramathi means that which churns out, disturbs everything. Chanchalam hi manah Krishna pramathi balavat dridham. All this vocabulary. See, a student, where will the student learn a vocabulary from? From the teacher only. No? So if we listen to the teacher attentively, we will understand these are the terminologies to be used. These are the words. This is the definition. This is the understand. So he understands and he uses them perfectly. What student he is. And when we laugh at Arjuna, we should remember all these things. Are we having this kind of qualities? He may be confused, but the way he expressed himself and the way he was honest and sincere in his entire listening journey, he listened to every word that Sri Krishna spoke, and wherever he is able to connect those things and he is asking his question. He is feeling very honestly that I don't think this is possible, and this is the meaning of Arjuna. Arjuna means the one who is straightforward. So he's so straightforward. He has understood that this is not possible. He is just saying it is not possible. Earlier, he felt that I can't fight the war. He said, I'm not going to fight the war. And he sat down also. Here also, I want to meditate. I feel it is not possible because of whatever data I have today, whatever experience I have today. And so I am telling you also it is not possible. I have this serious doubt. This is the greatness of Arjuna that we find. The way he has listened and the way he is communicating his point, and very sincerely, because the one who doesn't care about it, why would he ask any question? Questions are asked only by people who care about it and want to do something about it. And that is why Puja Gurudev always used to encourage the youth to ask questions, because he would say if they are not interested or if they are non-believers, they would not care to ask questions. They are asking questions because they want to believe, they want to follow, but somewhere it is not agreeing with their present data. That's all. So someone has to just explain it in the language that they understand. That's about it. And that's what Sri Krishna is doing here. So Arjuna feels Sri Krishna to be his safe space and says, this is the place I can express myself as I am. I am not afraid of any judging by the teacher. I am not afraid of him labeling me as something. Here I can ask him whatever I want. I can open out myself, my mind to him, even if it amounts to opposing his philosophy. Doesn't matter. I am saying I don't think this is practical. Because you only said mind is restless. You only said it is unsteady. You only said it has the ability to churn out and disturb you. And it is so dridha, it is so, the stamina of the mind to create disturbance is so much. It never seems to get tired. So, Bhavan, it is so difficult, like controlling a storm. Now, what do I do? So, the question is how to do it. The question is not just this looks like reads like a statement. I think it is not possible to do it. I think it is too difficult to do. Although he's saying that, but his real inquiry is how to do it. So here, Bhagavan, now, if Arjuna himself is so great, then Bhagavan obviously will be one step higher or a few steps higher. So Bhagavan's reply is, even better. So this conversation, when we see this dialogue between the student and teacher, like we say that, what does Gita offer? What does Gita not offer? Even if somebody is going to, thinking about education, the way a communication thing should happen between the teacher and student, this is the best example, both for the students as well as for the teacher. So now here, as a teacher, now how does Sri Krishna respond to this query? So beautifully, Sri Krishna says, verse number 35, Shri Bhagavanuvacha Asamshayam Mahabaho Mano Durnigraham Chalam अभ्यासेन तु कौन्तेय वैराग्येण च गृह्यते असंयतात्मना योगः दुष्प्राप इति मे मतिः वश्यात्मना तु यतता शक्यो वाप्तुमुपायतः. Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Sri Krishna responded to this, saying, the first line of this 35th verse, Sri Krishna is agreeing with us. It's a very beautiful guideline for communication, especially with the youth, with the teenagers. If you immediately say, what you're saying is wrong, then one door is closed, door or window or whatever. Then in today's lingo, it is called that they cancel us. Means now this person, no point in asking any question because they only say I am wrong. But Sri Krishna's way, Asamshayam Mahabaho, oh mighty armed soldier Arjuna, Asamshayam, doubtlessly what you say is true. What? Manaha Durnigraham. Mind is very difficult to control. You're right. I agree with you. Where am I? You're not saying anything different from what I believe. It is true. Durnigraham. See, in this both these verses, the question is that this nigraha means to arrest or to control or to bring it, make it silent. So that control, I also agree. Durnigraham, the same word. Bhagavan is also using the same. Tasyaham nigraham manye vagare. Durnigraham, very difficult. Chalam, You said chanchalam, na? It is like that. I agree. So now if someone is, we are talking to, we say, yeah, true. What you're saying is true. Now they will be interested in listening to us. Because initial validation is required that your question is valid. Bhagwan is not ultimately agreeing with what he says. He says what you say is valid. This question is valid. So I am not saying that this is a useless question and where do you come from? Come bring all these questions from, useless fellow. Don't talk anything. Don't disturb me. With great difficulty, I have memorized all these things and come. Now, if you ask question, I get disturbed. Then I will not be able to teach you again. So keep quiet first. Let me finish. Uh, Bhagavan is okay. You have a question. Yes, what you're saying. It's valid question. And it is. The mind is difficult to control. Who says it is easy? But Bhagavan says, your own word, Arjun, you yourself say it is difficult to control. You yourself believe that it is difficult, not impossible. So, which means if it is difficult, still it is possible. And if it is possible, then let us find what is the way to do it. So the beauty of this answer is first accepting the question and saying, yes, your doubt is valid. And then saying that you yourself are saying that it is difficult to control the mind. You yourself don't believe that it is impossible. I don't think it is ever possible. Not that way. It is Nigram Dushkaram is used. Dushkaram is difficult to do that. You say, yes, it is difficult, but grihyate. Second line. Grihyate means, but it can be controlled. It is possible. It may be difficult, but it is possible. It is grihyate means caught. It can be controlled. How? Abhyasena tu kaunteya. Tu means parantu, kintu. But abhyasena by practice and vairagyena cha, and also by detachment, dispassion, grihyate. It is possible to hold. It is possible to control it. So yes, I agree that it is difficult because it is it is restless and all. Yes, but it is possible to control it by abhyasa is practice and vairagya it is detachment. So uh, now these two lines, this first verse that Bhagavan is in response is spoken. This has so many beautiful things packed in it. First of all, first line, something hidden. There are both these lines have two different names of Arjuna. There is an address of Arjuna. The first line, Mahabahu. Second line, Kaunteya. So, Bhagavan is saying, really, mind is very difficult to control. You are right. Oh, Mahabahu. See that undertone of sarcasm? So Bhagavan is saying, oh mighty armed soldier, you are so strong, but very difficult to control mind. Means you are winning over so many external enemies, and here you are kneeling down in front of your own mind. What Mahabahu are you? So it is not sarcasm, not to hurt someone. Huh? That tone of Bhagavan is in his own masti. He is in his own joyous state. So he is not hurting Arjuna, he is encouraging him. He is saying, Are, in the external world, you are called a mighty arm. Now, internal also, you conquer it, you will be Mahabahu in the real sense. Come on, you can do it. What are you talking about? It is very difficult, it is very difficult. Yes, it is difficult. And the principle is because it is difficult, it is worth doing in our life also. If we leave everything that is difficult, then forget about a sense of achievement and all. That is all different thing. I am talking about just joy. Will we find even joy? Very difficult. Leave. Very difficult. Leave. Let life become very, very easy. Will it be joyous? Will it be joy giving? Life, forget about life. Even a game we are playing, if it becomes too easy, children like playing easy games. No, they want complicated games. They want more difficulty level. That is why level 1 of a video game, ask the child to play again and again. He'll throw it away. Boring. What is this? This is only one level. So now some difficulty level. So level 2, level 3, level 4. I am on level 25 today. Means what? As levels increase, the difficulty level is increasing, and that is what is giving more and more joy. Walking from here to there, the joy that we get, and just the same thing if it is inclined, 70-degree, 80-degree, and then we have to walk same distance. What will give more joy? Sense of achievement also we will get. We say, no, no, we are happy to walk here only. It is enough. No, we don't want to go. But the point is, if you are going for some, some adventure and all, why do we go for adventure? Why do we go for rock climbing? Why do we go for whitewater rafting? Why do we go for bungee jumping? And why do we do that? It is actually adding difficulties to life only, no? Otherwise, you walk, no? Why do you want? You use the elevator. Why do you want to jump? Then shout, scream. You go to fairs also, those, the giant wheels and the roller coaster and all. It is paid headache. You pay and then get headache. But why still people go? Why do people go to all these things, different rides and all, and different kinds of treks and all? So they don't say that it is very easy, so let us go. No, this is a difficult one, but let's go for that. Why? It gives greater joy. So when difficulties increase, actually it gives us more joy. We always associate difficulty with sorrow, but actually difficulty is increasing joy. That is when we feel we have done something. Otherwise, straight for what is there? What's a big deal? This is nothing. No challenge only in life. So there has to be something to challenge us. That is why sometimes children all the time say that we want to play with elders, we want to play with elders. After some time they get bored playing with elders because that challenge is not coming. But the same age, that challenge will be there. Even the opponent has to be of the same caliber. Then there's fun in doing that. Otherwise, what is it? So that you know, uh, difficult. It is difficult to control the mind, but that is a glory. That is why it is supposed to be done. And secondly, easy things anyone can do. Leave it for them to do. Difficult, let me do. That is the point. Easy things anyone can do. A small baby also can do that. Why should I waste my time? I will do something more challenging. That is what gives me that strength, that feeling of achievement. So here Bhagavan is saying, yes, Mahabaho. Now this is the field of you becoming really mighty armed. This is the field of becoming strong. Otherwise, what? My mind only is like this. My mind is like this. The whole world must be, scared of me. But I am scared of the thoughts in my mind. That is not a very great thing. There was this great tyrant king. Everyone was shivering, but he was scared of cockroach. So actually, he said that I can fight anyone. But his secret was known. So the opponent brought one cockroach and said, "Chalo, let us fight." He said, "No, no, no, no. I accept defeat." What is the point? That small little thing. How is it creating so much of fear? My mind is weak. Bhagwan is saying it is difficult, no doubt, but that is what strong men do. So, hey Mahabaho, Asamshayan. Durnigraham chalam. Yes, but grihyate, it is possible.